What's up you guys, I'm back with another video, and first of all I'd like to thank every single one of you for subscribing to my YouTube channel. We've just hit 20,000 subscribers. It's a big milestone for me and I really wanted to thank you all from the bottom of my heart. So yeah, this video is supposed to be ABTube 2.0 channel update. I have upgraded my lighting, as you can see. Now I don't have to rely on the sun, I had to wait for a very specific time of the morning to shoot my videos. That would only increase friction, right? And on some days the sun just wouldn't come out, so I couldn't shoot. So having this artificial lighting would help me to make more videos, and I might even be able to increase the frequency of my uploads. So let's see how that goes. Here I'd like to take a moment to thank my buddy Suraj Boddu. He's a YouTuber, he lives in Bangalore, and he really helped me out figuring out this lighting stuff, because it's obviously not my area of expertise and he's a filmmaker, so he knows what he's doing. I'll put his YouTube channel in the description, you guys can go check him out. So with that, let's just dive into the Q&A. I have all your questions in my hand and let's see how many we can answer. Alright, first question. What company are you currently working for? Some of you might know I work for a company called Airbase, and Airbase is a fintech startup based in San Francisco, California, and they do business only in the US. So it's basically the business itself is constrained to US, but the engineering team is distributed around the world. So I'm in India and we have engineers in different countries around the world. So yeah, that's the company I work for. How much can I earn as a digital nomad? Will I have to spend everything on traveling? So this is a good question, but it's a very subjective question, right? I'm assuming since you're my subscriber and you want to become a digital nomad, you want to get into software engineering or web development, something like that. So I can assure you that remote software engineers make anywhere between $40,000 to $50,000 to $100,000 and beyond. So definitely, depending on the role you get and the kind of experience you have, you can pretty much earn a lot of money as a remote engineer, and you can spend less, right? You can obviously live in different cities. In fact, I had plans of going digital nomad this year, but you all know what happened. So yeah, according to my research, $2,000 to $3,000 a month, this is US dollars, $2,000 to $3,000 US dollars a month is a very good budget to live in any city in the world. So you can check out nomadlist.com. They have given very good breakdown, and if you want to live in some cities in Southeast Asia, like in India, Thailand, Bali and countries like that, they're amazing places and their cost of living is even lesser, right? So when I'm telling 2,000 to 3,000, I'm really saying you can live in any of the European cities or even the North American cities, right? And that's what I would say would be a decent budget to go full digital nomad, and I wish you the best of luck for that. How to remember GRE words? It is getting too difficult. So in my opinion, the only way to remember GRE words is to understand them. No matter how much you try to mug up these words, you're going to miss out on them, or you're going to confuse between them, something like that. The best way to do is understand the word, try to put it in your own words. Try to use it in your own language, right? If you really understand the word, it just gets added to your vocabulary and you almost never forget it. So I would say go with that approach, try to understand the words. Even if it takes a little bit longer, that effort to understand the word would really be worth it. Next question. रसोड़े में कौन था? It's a good question. Android developer scope in India. So this question came in different wordings: Android developer scope, iOS developer, React Native, Flutter. I would say all these frameworks, Android, iOS, Flutter, React Native, all these engineers have really good scope in the present day and age, not just in India but everywhere around the world, because most of the world's top companies and top businesses are going mobile, and mobile apps and mobile gaming are really huge and they're only going to grow. So it's definitely a good time to get into mobile development. Best React courses, beginner to advanced. So I have explained this completely in one of my previous videos. To learn React, I would say you need to have obviously the background in HTML, CSS, JavaScript, that's a given, but React specifically, in my opinion, Scrimba has one of the best React courses out there, starting from beginner level to advanced level. I think you can definitely check out scrimba.com. I'll put the logo on the screen and the link in the description for you. Alright, next question. Favorite YouTube creators. This is such a hard question because I have so many YouTube creators that I absolutely admire, but just to bring up a few names, I can look at my list of subscriptions. So from the top, I can say Akshay Saini is an Indian YouTuber. He talks about software engineering and stuff. Andre Jik is someone I really like. He does videos on finance and magic. I really like that. Ankit Bhatia is one of my absolute favorites. He's based out of Pune, India, and he makes travel vlogs. I'll put all their links in the description. Okay, so my list is in alphabetical order. So obviously another guy, Cal Halden, he's from Sweden. I really like his channel. And I like William Candelan. He talks about React Native and he has a wonderful course on React Native Reanimated, so definitely do check him out. Tech Burner is another channel that I really like. He makes tech videos, mobiles, gadgets and stuff. So these are some of my favorite YouTube creators. I would love to know who are yours. Leave their links in the comments and let's check them out. Moving on, next question. I am an X-year student in tier 3 college. How can I get opportunities as good as IIT? I get asked this question a lot. I'm a first year, second year, third year, fourth year student in a tier 3 college and I'm not from IIT. How do I get opportunities as good as IIT, right? By default, I would say an IIT would give you a slight edge that you would get opportunities in terms of interviews with good companies, but it's definitely not an end-all be-all situation. You can obviously go from tier 3 college to any company in the world that you really want. You only need to have a good profile. So when your university name is not the most valuable thing on your resume, you need to put something else there, like your projects, like your past internships or your past experience or your past contributions to open source. One thing that I can recommend every single one of you that I missed doing because I got to know about it too late is GSOC. Google Summer of Code, look it up and definitely try and get into GSOC because it's going to change your life for the better, right? I would say a person who has done GSOC in their second or third year is definitely more valuable than someone who has IIT written over his resume. And I also have it on my list to make a video dedicated to Google Summer of Code and what to do, how to do it. So if you want that video soon, let me know in the comments down below or connect with me on Instagram. I have some friends who have done GSOC and in fact who are some GSOC mentors. So I can definitely bring them up to the channel and help you guys sort out how to get into GSOC. What is a great book you've read recently and what book are you currently reading? So I have some books in my hand. So this is the book that I read recently, Power of Your Subconscious Mind. It's an amazing book. I definitely recommend this book for every single person who is into reading. It really makes you understand, you know, how much you're really capable of. So I would recommend this book, and the book that I'm currently reading is called Gentleman in Moscow by Amor Towles. It's a great book. I think it's very interesting, and let me complete it and then I'll let you know what I think about it. Next question. Are you single? Are you virgin? GF बता दो कितनी है? I'm single, definitely yes. At this point I am single. Am I virgin? What do you think? GF कितनी है मतलब? So I hope you got your answer. Alright, which laptop is best for programming? I get this message a lot on my Instagram and I do recommend some of them, but I actually want to make a whole video about this to underline some decent laptops in every budget for every person that you can get started with. So let me know if you guys want to watch that video next, then I can probably push it up because I have a list of videos that I want to make, but the more you guys ask for, I push them up in terms of priority and I push them closer to, you know, making it next week or something like that, right? Do let me know if you want that video out and I'm happy to make that for you. Alright, next question is, why don't you make vlogs waiting for your vlogs? I mean, I would love to make vlogs, to be honest. This is a sort of an educational channel, but obviously this channel is yours as much as it's mine. So if you guys really want to watch vlogs, do let me know in the comments down below and I'm certainly gonna make some vlogs and see how it goes. Okay, how much salary do you earn from Airbase? Please make a video about Airbase interview experience. Okay, for the first part, I get this question a lot, but honestly speaking, I'm not allowed to reveal my exact salary, or anyone who is employed by a company is not allowed to reveal their salary in public. You sign a contract with the company that you will not reveal your salary in public because it might give rise to some issues between employees and stuff. So salary is not public information, but I have a way to answer your question. So you can go to Google, search for Airbase jobs and look for a link from AngelList. Go to that link and you can see the salary ranges for Airbase. That is the base range and my salary would also fall within that range. If you really want to know how much you can make with remote jobs, I would say sky is the limit. It's really amazing the world we are in today. You can make upwards of $100,000 as a remote engineer provided you have the right experience and the right skills. And talking about my Airbase interview experience, I can actually make a video about Airbase interview experience and I can bring over some other people as well. So let me know if you guys want to watch that. I will make that video happen. How good were you in DS algo when you started applying for jobs? Please tell me how to prepare for placements without CP. So I would say I was pretty good with DS and algo. So if I were to quickly summarize my interview prep, I'd obviously done data structures and algorithms as courses in my college, but that was I think in second year. When I was preparing for my interviews in third year, I read a book called Cracking the Coding Interview by Gail Lackman McDowell. It's a great book. I think if you finish that book, do it end to end, do all the problems in it, you are solid, you're good to go. You can clear any company in the placement with ease, right? I didn't have to bat an eye. I sat for 2-3 companies and I got offers from all of them. Read Cracking the Coding Interview. If you've already finished Cracking the Coding Interview and you still want to learn more, you can definitely go to some website like Lead Code or Geeks for Geeks and look for your company specific questions. So if you're applying for Amazon, look for Amazon interview questions. Applying for Google, look for Google interview questions, Facebook and stuff like that. I think that's good enough. You don't really need to get into competitive programming and spend a ton of time over there. Read Cracking the Coding Interview. That's going to be enough for most of you. How is the job market for CSE grads? Which companies pay highest in India? How much do they pay compared with remote companies? Now, this is a very interesting question, and actually I could go on and talk about it for a long time. I could actually make an entire video on it. But to summarize, I think there are a lot of companies that pay really well within India. So Uber pays really well, Atlassian pays really well, LinkedIn, Paytm, Flipkart, Zomato. So these are the top tech companies. Then your financial services companies like Goldman Sachs, Tower Research, they pay really well. So yeah, I think that should give you a few pointers, and you can Google any company's salaries, right? You'll find it. Compared to remote jobs, I would say remote jobs pay a little bit higher than these companies because again, they are not paying you rupees. They are basically for the company, they're paying you in dollars. So when you convert that, it's obviously kind of higher. So I think Tower Research is one of the highest paying companies in India, and the remote companies like Airbase pay you slightly above what Tower Research is paying. That should give you an idea of what remote companies are willing to pay, because obviously, right, they are not doing business in India and they're doing business in the United States, and the salary market for the United States is very high, so they can obviously offer you competitive salaries, which is still less expensive for them than hiring someone in San Francisco. So on average, if you ask me, remote companies definitely pay higher than companies based in India. Alright, next question is, are you North Indian or South Indian? I mean, this is a trick question because I cannot really say. I was born in North India, but I spent most of my childhood and I did my schooling in college in South India. So I am pretty much as much North Indian as I am South Indian. So to answer your question, I would just say I'm Indian. What happened to your MS in US application? So I did apply to a few universities and I got a few admits. The one that I finalized was from my dream university, which is UC Berkeley. And I was supposed to go there this year, but as you all know, the world changed this year. I couldn't really go in the midst of a pandemic. So I have deferred my admission to next year. So let's just see how things turn out by next year. So as of now, I'm here. Will you continue remote job for the rest of your life? This is a great question. I mean, it really makes you think, right? Because the only job that I have ever had is a remote job. I mean, obviously, if you consider internships, I have done internships at offices which were actually really good offices, right? I mean, long term, yes, I would definitely want to do remote job because it's so flexible. I love having the flexibility to travel around and work from anywhere. But at some point, I think I might want to try going into an actual office and doing that kind of roles, just to see what it's like and just to experience the difference between a remote job and a regular office job. So I mean, at some point I would love to try that, but for now I'm set. So are you planning to go abroad anytime soon? I am certainly planning to go abroad. I mean, I had plans of a Europe trip this year and I was supposed to move to the US to do my master's this year, but the world has changed, so nothing could happen. But yeah, I would say pretty soon as I can. In fact, as soon as this calms down a bit, I will definitely make my way somewhere. So apart from these, there are some questions like, should we focus more on CP or development for development roles? Can you please share how you got remote job? Which programming language should I learn? I've already made entire videos about these topics, so just subscribe to my channel and look for the videos. You can definitely find these videos on my channel. So that brings us to the end of this video. I hope you liked this video, and if you did, smash that like button. If you have any more questions, you can leave them in the comments down below or connect with me on Instagram and send me a DM. Either way, I'm happy to help you out. And that's it. Thanks for watching.